So specularity in a material in 3D basically is talking about shininess. So for instance, if I click my full screen button, then head over to the Material tab of the Properties panel and select Specular, we can change the default intensity of this material. So when you add a specular layer with ZeroBrush, what it does is it takes away all of the specularity of the object so that you can paint on yourself where you want that shininess to be. So if I click Add Specular, then we'll see the shininess is gone, and now I'm actually got kind of an orange color here. We're painting on where the specular map should be. So two things are going on here. So the first is we're painting on a map, but B, the only parts of the map that will show up are the areas where the light is pointing at our object. So in Sensei Format by default, I keep the lamps hidden. So if I click the full screen button, come over here to the scene light, and press the eye icon to make it visible, you'll see this black line show up. And so if I click here, the object mode, and select this lamp, you'll see how the area where the specular paint shows up changes the way that the lamp is actually shined onto the object. So keep that in mind. So I'll click back on the Suzanne head and click on my texture paint button to head back into texture paint mode, and then click cycles. And so we can see a representation of this specular map on our Suzanne head, but we can't see the actual shininess until we actually go into render preview or we render. So I'll click the quick lights button and the render preview button. And so now we can kind of see lightly this specularity showing up.